You're watching the November edition of the Library Roadshow, everything you need to know about your local library system. Perhaps you've seen some of those freshly painted buildings as you drive around the city. These beautiful murals really brighten up our neighborhoods, and they are about to help us say goodbye to the old main library. Joining me now is Orhan McMillan of the Baton Rouge Walls Project. Welcome, Orhan.
Thank you, Mary. Good morning. How are you?
I am awesome because I want to talk to you about the Baton Rouge Walls Project. What's the purpose behind all these crazy, fabulous murals?
The main purpose behind the murals, Mary, is to just bring art awareness to our community and our great city of Baton Rouge and promote commerce and more art and then therefore more commerce.
It just gives me a happy feeling as I'm driving the roads. And then you gotta imagine that helps build neighborhood pride.
It definitely does. Neighborhood community, pride, and connection.
I've even heard that when you have public art in a neighborhood, instances of vandalism and crime decrease. So there's a bottom line there for us all to remember. How does it work? How do you decide to put up a mural?
Well, first of all, we look for businesses that have space available. A lot of times they come to us and then they just offer their wall, and then we connect with artists. We have great artists, international artists, local artists, and then we just begin putting the pieces together. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but we'll just keep it simple.
Oh, okay. Well, so the building is basically the blank canvas.
Exactly.
And I would imagine there's a lot of volunteer hours behind every project.
There's a ton of volunteer. We're a purely volunteer organization, so there's a lot of time that goes into that. We have a great group of volunteers, board of directors, et cetera, that make all this stuff happen.
How do people decide, or what can people do if they want to help?
Join our social media. I mean, that would be the big thing. Join our mailing lists, and we put out constant notices of things we need. Anything that anybody can do to help us volunteer-wise, it would be the greatest asset to us right now.
Because sometimes you can help just with your man hours, and sometimes you can help with doing that background work.
Well, and there's so much more. There's the PR, there's the advertising, there's a connection to the business community. There's a lot of legs that go into this.
And a lot of donated paint, I believe.
And some cash, too.
A little cash. Well, I want to know about the Blues Harmonica project.
That's our flagship. That's our big one. 10 stories tall on the side of, I grew up in Baton Rouge, so the Belle of Baton Rouge, familiar with that. Thankfully to Raising Cane's to sponsor this massive 10-story harmonica.
Well, thank you, Raising Cane's.
Thank you, Raising Cane's. And Robert Dafford of Lafayette is our artist. He's famous for the 3D clarinet in New Orleans. So we're going to tie in some of the blues history in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
We love our blues.
And so that's why we have the Blues Harmonica. And it's going to be a massive unveiling on November 13th at 11 a.m. is when we're going to do kind of the public unveiling, the daylight. But then later that evening, 7 to 9, is going to be a fundraiser party at the Bell Atrium.
Well, then people don't want to miss this. So whether you love the art or you love the music or you just love making a big splash.
Exactly.
You'll be able to see it from the bridge.
It's
gigantic.
It's ginormous. It's huge.
I love it. Now, tell me what's going on in France.
In France right now, our buddy, Casey Phillips, our founder, Casey, is sitting, I just got a Facebook message. He's sitting at a cafe in Paris. We're going to be headed back to Louisiana soon. But we also did a wall project in Redon, France.
Kind of like a sister city project.
Yes, with Anne Conley Gallery here in Baton Rouge. And so we kind of moved past just the local walls, and now we're kind of international.
Well, this really helps put Baton Rouge on the map, and I'm so proud to be a part of anything, because you said businesses offer their walls. I've offered you mine.
And we're going to do some stuff to that wall on November 16th. It's, what is it? The name, I'll let you
it's called
share the name.
Go for Van Gogh.
Yes.
Go book it.
Yes.
And before people get excited, it's not for the new main library that we're going to do this project, but for the old, soon to be demolished main library. And
on the back of it, it's a 1 mile run. It's for 13 years and under. It's a dash. It's a awareness day. We're going to be there. But the exciting thing is on the back, we're going to have paintball things that you can catapult to the back of the wall. And so there's going to be a lot of activities and stuff like that, raising awareness for the library and for the Walls Project.
That's right. And I know a number of staff, retired staff, and some of our favorite patrons. We're all going to line up and buy paint balloons to throw at the wall, or bring our can for the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank.
And yes, it is a fundraiser for the Baton Rouge Food Bank. So we're asking for that too.
I can't wait.
Library, food bank. Well, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a perfect storm of wonderfulness.
It is.
Yes, yes. So to find out more, visit the Baton Rouge Walls Project brwallsproject.com, brwallsproject.com. And of course, you can find out more about Go Book It by looking on the November issue of The Source or on our website. Coming up after the break, local author Van Mayhall